Wouldn't it be refreshing just to watch some normie knock some hurdles over and get a stitch? And go, fuck me, that is hard. Wouldn't that be good? Don't you want to see a full stadium watch Sue the tuck shop lady put her cigarette out and try pole vaulting for the first time? Why are you doing this, Sue? Fuck it, could get hit by a bus tomorrow. Let's go. Fantastic, and now we're going to watch Danny from the paint department at Bunnings have a crack at the uneven bars. You know that whole, you might get hit by a bus tomorrow? It's one of my favourite excuses for doing anything, because it excuses anything. Because it's like, could get hit by a bus tomorrow? Why not? I can do whatever I want because I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. But what I find weird about that saying is I don't know why it's always a bus. Like, the saying is a bus, right? You could get hit by a bus tomorrow. I don't know why that is, because, you know, a car would kill you, a train would kill you, but the saying is, and always has been, a bus. Why? Is there some rogue bus driver out there just hooning around, mowing down people who aren't living in the moment? That guy just bought a packet of seeds. You're fucked. And it only works in a city as well. Like, if you live in a little country town, you can't be like, what are you doing that for, Dave? Like, well, could get hit by a bus tomorrow. No, you couldn't. It's not here till next Wednesday. But it's not actually about being hit by a bus, is it? It's about the unpredictability of life. It's about you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone any other day. I will ask you, lovely, what's your name? Joy. So we never know what's going to happen, Joy. So, Joy, this is the first time we've met, right? But we don't know. One day we might end up doing a double act where we do carnival tumbling to salt and pepper songs. How do you feel about that? You're into it. Might happen. You could end up being you could get hit by a bus tomorrow. You could be Prime Minister. You could end up being the tallest woman in the world. Anyone. But this is the thing. We don't know. And you could be Prime Minister. You never know. The thing is, though, I want to know. I've always wanted to know. I love getting the end of stories. I like getting the answers. I love a recap, me. One of my favourite things in the whole world is at the end of some films, when the screen goes black, right? And then words come up to tell you what happens to the characters for the rest of their lives. How good is it? Oh my God, it's so satisfying. The best example I can give you of this is Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings, the film, has a great one. The Jamaican bobsled team. At the end of Cool Runnings, the screen goes to black and then words come up that go, 4 years later, they return to the Olympics as equals. Yum. That is delicious. That is 4 years in one sentence. Bang, I love it. Do you know how many boring days happen in 4 years? How many trips to the shop? How many loads of washing? It's fantastic. I love it. So being that is who I am, it shouldn't be particularly surprising to you that I have been to see a psychic. Yes, Saturday night, that is where we are headed thematically. So, psychics, fortune tellers, reverse historians, whatever you want to call them. Now, nobody panic, all right? It was just one time. I went one time when I was 19 years old, and continually from then until now, heaps. I've seen heaps. So many. I don't know what the collective term is for a group of psychics. Is it a wank? I think it's a scam. I think it might be a scam. I think it's a flock of seagulls and a scam of psychics. I have seen a scam of psychics. I've seen more psychics than I've seen dentists. That's not good. Now, I will give you all a moment to judge me. Hope you enjoyed it. Because I'm aware you can't not. I know it's impossible to not have a reaction when someone tells you they see psychics. It's like if someone said to you, oh, I don't like cheese. You can't not go, get out. Like, I get it, but I don't know why, in particular, psychics has so much judgment on it. Like, I'm not religious, but if you are, I don't judge you. Like, you might like to listen to a man talk about a man in the sky. I would rather listen to a woman in a purple dress talk about me for half an hour. Right? And yet, I'm the weirdo. I don't get it. And I know you're going, Celia, you seem like a rational, intelligent human being. Why would you ever do this? How have you ended up in this place? Here is why, okay? My approach to any problem in my life, if I have a problem in my life, I will do one of two things. Either I will do nothing, completely ignore it, or I will do magic. by which I mean a ridiculous immediate solution, okay? For example, I was living in a flat share and 10 months before I moved out, the light bulb in the toilet blew, okay? So I weed in the dark for 10 months. Yeah. I love that it didn't even cross my mind to go, oh, maybe I should fix that. I just went, well, this is my life now. Part of my life involves weeing in the dark. Solutions are for people too dumb to realise you can ignore problems. And magic, I am lazy and impatient and gullible, but I still want to be happier and healthier and more mentally stable. So yeah, I'll try it. It sounds easier. Yeah, I'll read your self-help book. I'll, you know, burn your candle. I'll hold your healing crystals close to my skin. I'll go to your psychic. I'll do all that stuff. It sounds easier. Like, I'm likely to say something like, yeah, I can't commit to a gym membership. Do you have something in the way of an amulet? You know, or like a 7-minute incantation that I could do in between binge eating sessions. Is that a thing? I mean, I hear what you're saying about exercising and eating spinach, but I would much rather drink tequila and sleep in a pentangle of salt. Is that... Like, wouldn't you do it? If it worked, wouldn't you do it? Of course you would. And here's the thing, as much as I want it to work, because otherwise why am I doing, I do think most of it is bullshit. And, how's this? I look down on anyone else who does it. I'm a horrible person. It's terrible. Once someone said to me, they go, Celia, you've got to stop being so negative, because what you're doing when you're being negative is you are projecting hate into the universe, and the universe is just going to send that negativity straight back to you. And in my head, I thought, fuck off with your hippie bullshit. And yet, as we were having that conversation, I had healing crystals in my bra. Yeah, it's difficult to take the rational high ground when you have magic rocks in your underwear. But I wasn't keeping anything else in there. Why not? Might work. I'll just put them in there. Why not? And I would genuinely forget that I'd put them in there, and I'd go to have a shower and I'd be like, clonk, clonk. Like, what's that? Oh, that's right. I'm a fuckhead.